Kentucky?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, I would. I mean, it's, you know, hanging out with the boys, it's worth it.
True.
It's fun. I mean, I drive an hour or so to get here.
Wolf versus Puff. Tried and true classic. Coming in clutch here for game number 1.
All right, cool. The score's working this time.
Take a second, please.
On PS2. Here we go. Starting things off. Terra going to be on the Wolf. Not so far on the Puff. I think this matchup is fairly even, all things considered. Like, Puff obviously can edgeguard really well because the Spaceys get edgeguarded in general pretty well. But Wolf does have the side B factor, which if Puff overextends, you know, can end stocks really quickly on accident.
Right, but also on just on stage, Wolf has the aerials that deal with that sort of that, you know, the Puff floaty range that she wants to stay in just outside of most people's burst ranges.
Yeah.
But Wolf has the forward air and air can.
Yeah, forward air is going to be a big one in this matchup, I feel like, for Wolf. Also, up smash on shield for when Puff goes for a cross up is going to be a huge contender for like the most used kill move, I think, on Terra's end. If I had to like theorize that, at least. And they're just kind of both spacing aerials, which is also to be expected. Puff, I think, has the advantage in this, though.
Yeah, I mean, definitely against characters with not good recoveries. Puff can basically just trade with up Bs and
also, Wolf has like startup on back air, so if you're using that as like your main startup tool, Puff can kind of be more reactive with hers. Oh, that was a down B.5. Yeah. So far, pretty even game to start things off. Wow, okay. Unfortunate DI coming from Terra. First stock going and not until 4. And everything's best of 3 up until a certain point, right? Is that what's...
Yeah, it's best of 3 until semis.
Okay, cool. All right, there's a side B. Finds the air dodge, but doesn't capitalize off it. Misses the jab reset, too. That could have been a huge momentum swing, but yeah,
just said just
up smash out of shield. It is very potent, and it scoops from way further than it appears to. Yeah, right now Terra is just looking for these openings, playing really in shield, and that's kind of what Puff does. Kind of puts the fear in you to be afraid of these aerials because they tend to carry you off stage, and if you're Wolf, that's where you don't want to be, especially. And that's gonna be
right. Yeah, it seems like Not Till 4 is just trying to like bait some kind of option out and just bring him off stage.
A lot of neutral right now. Both of them just picking and choosing their battles. Because like one wrong overextension, one aerial that gets shielded will get punished on both ends. And a little bit of damage for Terra, and it's back to pretty much even to start things off.
Yeah, super neutral heavy matchup. Like it's not, you're not seeing like just a scrap fight of you know, one person gets a combo, then the other does it all as soon as the next interaction's over. It's just kind of just 1 or 2 hits, back off.
Mm-hmm. Wolf's smash attacks on shield look so punishable, and they have so much less lag than you'd think. Like we just saw Terra do an F smash on Puff shield, and Puff could not punish it with like a fair out of shield or anything because there was hit lag. One more chance at redemption there. Gets back to ledge, avoids the dash attack ledge trap. Just spacing these aerials once again. And there it is. Everybody rolls in there. Especially one thing that, as you guys watching at home, or maybe watching the VOD later, you can do so much with influencing how your opponent does like a scared reaction. Such as you are in that scenario, you hit Wolf away, you're dashing towards them. They're expecting you to continue dashing towards them, and then the safe spot is obviously towards the stage. You don't want to go off stage. So a lot of people in that scenario, if you kind of predict them being afraid, will roll in so you can preemptively do it. So you influence them with your movement going towards them. So you're pushing to the right, so they're going to push to the left. And then also the fact that they don't want to be off stage, so they're likely to go in if they're scared.
Yeah, some of my notes from Terra, he really likes that grab. I don't think he's hit.
No, I mean, it's tough, right? Because Puff is in the air.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Just the amount of like aerial drift speed that Puff has and being able to change direction in air. Like you can,
Oh,
you can touch someone's, you can touch someone's shield, drift away. You can't shield grab it.
Still fairly even as far as like percent is like slightly different, but like Puff's gonna die much faster than Puff. Or sorry, Puff's gonna die much faster than Wolf if Wolf lands like a back air. Like this could be close to kill percent. I like the play with the lasers. I was hoping to see that a little bit earlier too, just because it's really safe pressure where you can play far enough away and just like short hop.
I think he didn't want to do it just because Puff's crouch.
Sure, yeah, but when Puff's jumping, I think it's the time to do that. Ooh, the F tilt. Right now, Terra's in favor of the Nair, sitting the opposite way though. Nair out of shield is going to be very potent.
Yeah, either one of their
with the edge guard.
He
High side
scared.
Yep. Tries to get the up smash a little too late on that, pulling the trigger. They both are just looking for this last hit, and there it is. It's Natto 4 taking the first game in a really nail-biter, game 1.
So what about I don't play Puff. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
What are the stages?
I mean, it depends on the matchup, but rude. Let's go. It depends on the matchup because like there are some like matchups where like Puff wants to dominate like
who's on
space.
Who's on comms? It's I'm Allosaurus. That's XYK.
Yep. But like I know against characters like Min Min where Puff really excels. Puff wants to go to the stages Min Min typically picks, which are open like long flat stages. But in a matchup like this, I like the idea of the a platform, even like this. Like, while I think this could be a comfort pick for Wolf, I think this is a great stage for Puff here as well. If I were Wolf, I might have looked at maybe like Town and City, unless it was banned. But yeah, just because your main kill confirms are off the side, unless you're doing up smash. Wow, that was weird. But like Puff, if she pops you up onto these platforms. I don't know if Natto 4 goes for them, but there are some crazy. You can cover this entire platform because it's so small.
Yeah, I was playing with them earlier in friendlies. I didn't see much up tilt use.
Well, not even like up tilt. It's just like you hit like a side B here, pass them up on the platform, and then you can cover like with an up B the entire platform, or you can just like read with a fair that covers the whole platform or another side B. These platforms are just way too tiny, and Puff gets a lot of mileage off them. First stock going to Natto 4 again. And only taking 30%.
Look at Terra looked at the camera, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he was hurting. The Wolf is a pretty explosive character. If there's anyone who can come back, it's Wolf.
Yeah. Oh, goes for a really hard read.
That was the hardest read ever.
Yeah. I actually don't know if a roll would have gone that far.
He was reading the double roll.
Went for the jab off of the no tech, but they just barely were able to be out of that tumble. Yeah, trying to just right now, Terra's having a hard time dealing with the cross ups. That's the main thing.
Yeah. I was about to say not to.
Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's good. Don't go for anything else. That's all you need.
I saw Natto 4 smile. Is Natto 4 on the right?
Yes.
Yeah, Natto 4.
Yeah,
smiling, kind of.
I always position the scoreboard for the player cam. They happen to be lined up in the player 1, player 2, but they usually line it up with people.
All right, Terra on their way to making this back, but now we're in an offstage situation. Goes for the low recovery, gonna be able to get back just fine. Dash attack for the ledge trap, tries to nair, and now the chase down is just constant. And with that back air, untechable situation, Natto 4 is looking to take this set 2-0 unless Terra can swing the momentum in their favor. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about? Like, you pop them up.
Yep.
If they get into a tech situation, that up B covers, like, everything. I don't think they had enough tumble, so they were able to just land and shield. All right, missing the side B. Oh, was waiting for the roll in again. Again, you got to remember, like, you want to control center stage, but like if your opponent is wary of you trying to get the center stage, then it's going to be a lot more readable. So you have to make sure that you're mixing up, especially in those tech and roll situations. All right, going to be sending off stage. We're going to go for a high recovery with the air dodge, but it's going to get punished with the dash attack. That should be it.
He had no jump.
Nato for taking the first series 2-0 over Terra. Will advance on to winners quarterfinals to play against, where is it? BFP.